Mango Bay, Mango Bay.
Mango Bay.
Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, Mango Bay, your Mango Bay.
For the exclusive content, don't forget to join our Patreon at patreon.com/mango.
Mango.
Bay.
Mango fucking Bay.
Bay. Fucking Bay.
Fucking Bay, dude. What's this?
Fucking Bay.
Mango Bay, your one-stop shop for South Asian recklessness.
We're out here being reckless for you guys. We're doing the hard work over here. We're doing all the dirt. We're doing all the shit you can't do yourself.
We're two best boys who are South Asian comics in New York. Two of the funniest guys probably in the fucking nation.
In the nation. In the nation.
In the Galactic
This is a
Federation.
funny way of saying that. In the nation.
In the nation. In the greater tri-state area.
In the greater tri-state area. In this apartment, for sure.
Definitely on this couch. Top two funny guys currently.
Absolutely.
Patreon, big overhaul happening. Join it. We are
Listen,
in the works.
join it. Just join it to support us,
Support
guys.
us right now.
Listen, we want to do this full time for you guys, and we want to be able to build out our products for you as well. Support us on Patreon. It's like $3 a month, $5 a month, $7 a month. It's really not that much. Think about all the other useless shit. It's $7 a month. But listen, think about all the other useless shit that you spend your money on that doesn't give you nearly the joy. Look, if all of our subscribers out there, if you gave us $3 a month, we could give you so much more. Right now, I'm talking to you, YouTube, where we got close to 7K. You know, Apple, we got a few, multiple K. IG, Instagram, you motherfuckers.
We're getting 10K pretty soon.
You know,
on IG.
we're creeping up on 10K. If you guys gave us $3 a month, do you know how much shit we would give back?
Yeah.
It's not like we're going to leave the minute you give us the money and off. We're going to
We'll
go to
take that
Epstein's
$3.
Island now.
You stripper money me while I twerk.
Yeah.
Dude.
Exactly. Like, what's it going to take for you guys to subscribe?
I will show my asshole, dude.
Yeah.
I will show my asshole.
I will show hole for sure. Or...
What?
I will show hole if you don't.
No. How about we add a tier? The $12 tier. It's only holes.
I'm holding the world hostage with my butthole. Just like, I'm going to show it. I'm going to show it,
It's on Times Square.
Yeah.
Just fucking opening and closing.
It's next to the doomsday clock that the scientists have.
And now it's like they took off half the amount of doomsday amount. Now it's like 20 minutes left.
That's what people think that clock is about, where it's like, we're this close to the world. No, that's how close
to Pranav
to me showing you my hole. Okay? And that is a hole. Listen, when you look in there, you get sucked in and there's no coming back.
Honey, we're going to Best Buy. I don't want to go to Best Buy. You're going. We're going. And then it's going to be like just an asshole in the minute hand and the hour hand. It's going to be the clock.
It's just going to be two wrinkles on my butthole, actually.
Two anal fissures.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
That's not the one joke from The Office where they were talking about like who has what medical issues, and then Dwight's looking at it, he's like, nobody has anal fissures here, and the one guy's like, some people do, some people might.
What is an anal fissure?
It's like
it sounds like nuclear
fissure.
It's
like
fission?
It's a
anal fission.
It's like when your butt touches too much hydrogen, something happens and it just cracks your ass.
It's at the Higgs boson. That's what's there at the very center is my butthole.
Yeah, during the Big Bang, that was the first butt crack. It was when a hydrogen collided into our carbon.
Anyway, you guys already know what it is. Subscribe to the Patreon, or all that horrid stuff
holes.
will happen.
So holes, holes.
All that gnarly stuff will happen if you don't.
Holes. Yeah.
Support us, guys. Support us. We're the only ones out here doing this kind of work.
Come on.
Okay.
Come on, dude. Ugly story of the week.
Let's get into it.
Where we talk about just a weird, kooky story, something that is just goofy in my life or Pranav's life. Usually it's people assaulting me for some reason.
It's usually public transport.
Or people
Usama getting assailed or assaulted somehow.
Fingered or something.
Yeah.
He saw the doomsday clock, got hot and bothered. Now he's fingering me. Yeah. So I was at this didn't come into fruition, but it's a funny thing. I was at North Carolina doing a gig. I called this one guy I really hit it off with at the Republican gig that I did.
It was a Republican gig?
I did before I went to the show, the comedy show, the club show. I had a Republican gig for all Republicans.
Get the fuck out.
Bro, it was like the new Hanover GOP. Nice people, everyone there.
How did you get booked for that? Weren't you scared it was a trap?
Bro, I get out vibes for sure, right? Sunken place energy for sure. This woman saw me
They
at
invite a guy
Gotham.
named Usama to the Republican. I would, okay.
Bro, she saw me at Gotham. She's like, that looks tasty.
Yeah.
I want to eat that for dinner. And Lisa, who I love, great person, she called me. She's like, hey, so yeah, you want to come down to North Carolina and do a couple of gigs, live on a plantation, do some work for 5 years? And I'm like, would I ever? Right? She's like, bring a loincloth. I'm like, sure.
We won't provide you a loincloth, though.
BYOC, dude. BYOL.
BYOLC.
So I get there and they drive me, and this is all true. I stay in a very rich person's house. She sets up the whole gig. She is like, hey, come on down. I got a place for you. You're gonna stay at this amazing house on the corner of Wilmington, right at the fucking river. And I'm like, oh, that sounds great, right? Go to their house. It's like, oh, it's gonna be Bruce and Jody. They're so excited to have you
Because it's got swinger vibes already.
Brother. So, by the way, I want to say right now, Bruce and Jody, very hospitable people. Let me stay in the room. Amazing, right? I will say this. Not even one generation removed from slavery, probably. Okay, I mean, dude, not even like half a generation, probably. There was still like memorabilia, jerseys retired, slave jerseys
The
retired,
whip in a frame.
like loincloth with a number 9 on it. Like this guy was the best.
Oh my
This
God.
guy was the best.
That's terrible.
Bro, it was crazy, dude. These guys are like fucking GOP royalty. They have the ear of the senator. They have the ear of telling
They have literal ears. They have a necklace of ears, Vietnam style.
More dark ears. These guys are for real.
Yeah.
For real
Yeah.
GOP. And I walk in and I like immediately Daniel Kaluuya vibes. I'm just like, dude, I go to my room. It's like immaculate, right?
Course.
Perfect. There's like random. There's like a Domino's tray there. I'm like, is that them trying to relate to me? Like, what do poor people like?
Dominoes. Maybe
There was like Domino's paraphernalia, bro. This is all true, bro. I'm walking in like, that wasn't there before. That was there for me to relate to how my peasantry. I don't even fucking know. And they are that level of get out.
Yeah.
They're like, hi. So it's great. Like, we don't like bad words here. Don't say bad words. I'm like, okay, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
And they're like, nice people. Yeah, very nice people. I want to stress that. Very nice people. Amazing. I stay at their place. I stay in my room, bolt it, and then they were like, random text would come in. We got some lasagna downstairs if you want. Like, I go down, amazing lasagna. I start talking about politics to this guy. He's like, maybe the reason why coat hangers are legal in Texas or something. Like this guy fought for abortion rights, the opposite version of that. But like for real.
He's like a coat hanger magnate. He owns like a factory. So he's like, this is how we're going to keep this business alive.
Dude, he literally has repurposed, like wartime repurposing of goods.
Yeah.
And he talks to me. He's like, yeah, I don't support abortion, and I've done much work to make sure that it's not a thing anymore. I'm like, yeah, cool. Yeah, babies. What is them?
Lasagnas.
What is lasagna? It's really good. What is this made out of? And so I was in that space, right? And it's the whole town of Wilmington's like that, bro. Because Wilmington, I didn't realize. I looked it up. It's like you got Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Listen, Wilmington's fucked up. I've done shows there.
So not too long ago, maybe less than 100 years ago, it was burned down by white people, supremacists, because it was a black haven. There was a black richness, and it was like one of the richest places of high black demographics. White supremacists come in and destroyed the whole place, killed everybody. People ran off. It was called the Wilmington Riot of 19-something.
Holy shit.
And it's for real. It's Tulsa, same thing. But everyone knows about Tulsa, but nobody knows about this.
Ew.
So I read about this, and immediately I look up, and it's just every white person like, you enjoying yourself? You having a good time here? It was so crazy, dude. And you see that once you read that, you look at everybody just walking, gangs of white people just fucking in droves.
Roving gangs.
Roving.
Snarling and snapping in the air.
And they're all enjoying the river like, this is nice. And I'm like, they're like, you can still smell the bloodlust. And I'm like, God. It looked like a white haven. It looked like very idyllic. River, pier, ice cream, right? But it was like, you could just see like they wanted to make their own white place, and they did. And to this day, it succeeded. Place is fucking white as fuck.
Wilmington.
Yeah.
Because I've been to Wilmington. It's very black, too, though.
It's very black, too. But where I was, what I'm saying, like, where they
right. Yeah,
fucking white as hell. There was like one roving not gang, roving
Clan.
And it was just like really at that level that weekend the whole time. It was like until I got to the club. The club was a haven
Right.
of like.
But you were performing for these people. What was the venue for that? Was it at that house?
It was on the fields.
Like, I'm just imagining Django Unchained style parlor.
Yeah. It was It was like it was actually at the college, but they styled it like it. So it was like very like red, white, and blue flags. You know, the band they got was the most, it was like Ted Nugent and the Sunshine Cucks or something. Like, dude, it was fucking Ted Nugent and his, bro, the guy had the handlebar mustache down to here. He was like, yeah, dude, gays are trash. And these old ass ladies who
love
kept
that song.
coming. What?
It's a pretty good song.
Gays are trash.
It was the Beatles. If anyone doesn't know this, yeah.
The gays are so gay. And so it was like in this really big parlor kind of thing, right? That fucking, all American shit. Dr. Alveda King was the main guest there. If you don't know Dr. Alveda King, she's like the niece of MLK, who's like,
whoa, what?
Who's like on Fox every other day because she's the black woman who like, hey, cops aren't racist. And she just, have you heard this before? And so
I'll take my check now. Thank you.
Tucker Carlson has her on because the black woman who is their ideas. So she's there. Uh-huh. It's fucking, it's fucking women who like literally like, Emmett Till's.
Were any of them hot?
There are some hot.
Okay.
I'm into Republicans.
Were you catching any? I mean, you can't, but were you catching any
I'll
vibe?
be honest. I did some Republican riffs too.
Did you?
I did some stuff that was like.
How did they go?
They killed.
Uh-huh.
So I said like Democrats, right? And they're like, ah! I did a joke like
like Democrats wrong.
More like Democrat. Dude, I was like so scared to do comedy from them because it was like a banquet hall. It was like 95,000 old ass white people.
Did they make you eat in the kitchen? Is that part of it too?
And it was just an empty plate. Enjoy. They had that hungry look like, hey, where you from?
Yeah, exactly. What's up with you, man?
Lisa didn't tell me to wear like any sort of like hoodie, like suits or anything. So I'm like in a fucking hoodie, like just disgusting.
Just like
man.
your normal vibe,
and
yeah.
I look so eatable, dude. The joke I do that hit the hardest was, and this is a joke I don't even do, but it was like, everyone's Democrat until their first good paycheck, bro. When I say that the room. Bro, they wheeled the cross in. I said that joke. They wheeled the cross out, back out. Like, okay, he's good. bro. I did some cowing. I did some like Republican shit, but it was fun. It was fun to do it because I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck. I want to just shit on this guy, shit on them. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not Larry the Cable Guy. Like, oh yeah, we would love that. All this just like Republican shit. And it was fine.
I'm Usama, the Uber driver. Who likes my hacky ethnic comedy?
I went full Muhammad Hamada.
That's how you know we're going to really progress as a society is when you can be like a character that is a terrorist and people are just going to love it.
Can you be Jeff Dunham in real life?
Yeah.
Can you be one of his puppets in real life? That's
exactly.
Progress.
Exactly. That's going to be progress.
How insane is that?
When you can be like, it is me, Osama bin Laden. You remember?
I love this one.
Here to throw some bombs of joy.
Oh, God, okay. Hey, who wants to be my Guantanamo Bay? Hey, it was that. It was on the level of that. The moment it started getting a little weird, like the moment they started realizing I was brown, I kind of escaped. I had a show. I had to get out of there. So I was like, the moment they were like, they're starting to get a little hungry, They're putting on their bibs. I'm like, all right, guys, I'll see you later. Okay. Phew. To Counting Crows.
Dead Crow.
So it was
great
that
room.
Yeah.
Great room, North
So it was that
Carolina.
level of just like weird get out shit. Yeah. Little jungly story there.
That's good. That's good.
Fucking just
get out. G-I-T out.
It's get him.
Get him.
Get him.
Get in here.
Dude, when I slept, the first night I slept in that place, I couldn't even I was like, yes.
Yeah. Well, look, I've always said I prefer like Southern rednecks. We've talked about this before.
Yeah.
So like Northern conservatives, I prefer Southern ones because they're just like they like to party.
Yeah, they like to party.
You know what I mean?
They're fun.
They like to get wasted.
Like, drink in abortion makes you blah blah blah. Once you start broaching that topic, nobody actually cares about politics in the South until they really do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like very heavy values. That's like, because in Texas, we didn't talk about politics ever, bro. Ever.
Right.
But then when someone did, it was like, N-word this,
Yeah.
N-word that. There's no
the
in
thing
between.
about the N-word, he puts on his glasses. He's like, now that you brought up the subject of N-word.
He becomes a Southern gentleman.
Yeah.
I do declare. It's like, you didn't sound like this a second ago. I will say this, that back in the day, if someone said, I do declare, you know something racist was coming.
Something fucked up's about to happen.
It's never like, I do declare, this is delicious. It's like always something incredibly fucked up.
Yeah, somebody's about to get lynched. It's a terrifying phrase.
I do
declare.
dangerous.
Declarations? Why
Get
are we
outta
making
here.
declarations?
Get outta here.
Just
Run.
stop, bro.
Run. Oh my God. All right, love it. Fucking, we doing some brown of the week?
Oh, we got a spicy brown of the
Legitimately,
week.
dude.
This is a story. Of course, there's no names to any of these people, right? As often is the case in Indian news.
They've stopped doing it.
Yeah, they went from just giving their first names, like Kumari hit Ritik in the face with blah blah blah. This is an amazing video. Actually, my mom sent me this video.
Yeah.
I think it was a cautionary tale
Hell
on
yeah.
her part. It's
Happy
of a
birthday, by the
woman-
way.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday
my
to your
mom.
mom.
Happy birthday to Kumkum. This is a video out of Telangana. Joe, can you roll it for us?
Can you roll it for us?
Can you roll the video for us?
Anil bhai.
Boom. I mean,
kinda
listen, it's an amazing video, dude. When I first saw this video, I was like, is this like from fucking Abu Ghraib or
Yeah.
something? I'm like, nope. This is just some Indian maternal justice.
Indian Saw is what it is.
This is an
dude.
Indian woman in Telangana, Hyderabad.
Dude. So this, her boy,
Smoked some weed.
smoked some weed. And first of all, in India, if you smoke weed, you're addicted to weed.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're doing meth,
Which is
basically.
weird because India is the home of weed.
Yeah,
This is where all
welcome.
the weed comes from, you know?
So he does weed, and his mom finds out, first ties him to a pole. I don't know how that happened.
I know. How did that even get to... How did you submit to being tied to the pole? But that's the power of the Indian maternity,
the mom,
you know?
the mom.
Yeah.
And then just starts taking raw chili powder.
Chili powder and just fucking...
And I'm not saying she like blows it like it's in a harem.
No,
like
she just fucking
It's not like a
squashes his
sexy,
face.
like,
she smushed it into
bro,
his face.
She was like netting
She
it
was
like
kneading,
it was dough.
like she was marinating something with it, like some goat.
Started getting
Yeah,
in
she
there.
started getting in there with it.
Bro, it was kind of horrific.
It was pretty gnarly. He's screaming, just going deranged, and she's got like her sister helping
Bro,
her out
the
too.
whole gang.
All of his aunts
And you know,
all are
there's
there.
like this fucking auntie going like world star,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
in the background, like just steady hands, baby.
Taking the video.
Steady hands, Rashmi got it going on. Bro, I have so many thoughts about this. One, that the scream that he made was so curling, he became white.
Yeah, it was the blood left his face. It's true.
It was crazy, dude.
It was very gnarly. Let's just run back the screaming again, just so our audio people can hear.
That's not Louis Armstrong singing. Are bhai.
Oh my
That
God.
she's getting a piece. Everyone's getting a piece.
Yeah. Then there's that dog that's just there barking off to the side.
They're kind of almost like tag team wrestling. The one auntie goes in, tags her in. All right, you get in there,
Yeah.
bitch.
Well, the mom
She's-
is wearing a really beautiful sari too.
Yeah.
I just want to point out, like, you know, an Indian mom will come correct to a
Oh,
beating.
always,
you
always,
know?
dude.
Did you? When I was a kid and I was in India, if I swore or something, they would make me eat mirch.
Sure. I had that.
Did you have to do that?
I had a mirch. I had fucking really sour, something like a wasabi like substance. I don't know what it was. But it could have been motor oil. to be
Yeah,
fucking
I was
honest.
gonna say.
I was just like, bro, the acha without the acha
Yeah.
part of it. Dude. My fucking grandma was 95, still cooking ass. you know?
Definitely.
Like, bro,
definitely.
these motherfuckers.
Yeah,
you know,
she turned his eyeballs into achar, pretty much. You know,
Dude, that
some
shit-
fucking achar ass
pickled
eyeballs.
for
Yeah,
sure. It's so funny too. Is like, you know, it's kind of like almost like a symbolic attack too, because you did plant. I'm gonna hit you with the plant.
yeah, exactly.
So I'm wondering what happens when he gets caught jacking off. Yeah. Rubs cum in his eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
You like that? You like that? You know,
she makes him jack off 10 more times until he's all out of cum.
it's the
Like to smoke a
full
cart of
Smith
cigarettes.
cigarette.
And then he has to jack off all his cousins too.
Yeah.
Go, you like jacking? Go do the jacking.
Drink it. She makes her jack off to every tab. Okay, go to gay now. Okay, MILF. Okay, incest.
Mother.
It's just a video of the final is a video of her, of her own mom.
Do it.
Do it.
It's horrible.
It's disgusting.
So bad.
What do you think? So you think the mom went too far? 'Cause the Twitter was hilarious too.
I mean, here, us in America now, and we've become soft too, right? Our parents haven't beaten us in ages,
Sure,
right?
sure.
Not to say they still wouldn't, for old time's sake, get in there. But here, it's like, no, this would be an outrage. Child Protective Services, the police. Here, I think this woman just won the fucking Padma Bhushan or whatever, the like high civilian medal in India for this, for Parent of the Year or some shit. You're doing a good job. A good job. I mean, that's an gnarly.
To honor her, they're gonna make chili powder talak.
Yeah,
they're like, this is to honor her.
exactly,
dude.
I love that my mom sent me this video though,
Of course.
because she was like, "Hey, check this out."
in line, bitch.
Yeah, just in case you ever
Stay
think
in
I was
line.
too hard on you. Look at it. This is always her thing.
Dude, I mean, here's the thing. That woman, if that's what she did during the day,
Exactly.
night beatings. What the fuck? I mean, hello branding.
That powder's going in his ass.
bro. She got like a long stick. She just shoves it right up in that. And the funny thing is like how much of like a joy it was bringing the village. Like this is like a fun event.
Everyone in there, even the dog is barking off to the side, getting all festive.
This is the festival of marriage, dude. This is Diwali the sequel.
I can't listen to the audio because it is pretty horrific. And man, I mean, just looking at that again,
having
there's
a
just
good
like the
time.
old uncle doing the old uncle pose, hands behind the back, just like
Look, I like. Oh, the
classic
mentioning-
Indian uncle pose, hands behind the back, just quiet, calmly observing.
The mentioning. Dude, it was such a fucking nostalgic, even like.
Yeah.
Dude, I know this.
Listen,
this
I've
feeling.
seen so many beatings like that in India.
Bro, I've seen shit where like sometimes I look at a homeless guy who's on a cart. And part of me is like, maybe you were born that way. Maybe you were on drugs. Maybe your mom cut them off because you didn't get an A+ or something. I'm like, dude, moms be fucking out here.
And they be amputating people.
They be
dude,
fucking
limbs
for real,
and
dude.
shit.
They be fucking for real, dude.
Dude, they're legit into torture. Yeah, they really are into torture in India. It's like this is how you get the best work out of them.
game.
Yeah.
Because it's the same way our moms were like, they were kind of joyously doing it. Like my mom, there's like a little catharsis there for her. Like she enjoyed.
Oh yeah.
Arre, bhai.
No, they like look. There's something in the libido which is like charges up, and you're like, this is fun now.
Dude,
I've justified violence.
She's making fucking chicken tikka masala.
Yeah, I know.
with her
The
kid.
fucking achar eyeballs or whatever. The lacha with his
I love
eyeballs.
the idea, like how Indian the punishment is. It's like a very Indian inferno.
Spices.
It's an
getting spices
Indian version of
involved.
Inferno. And it's like, I want to see like other, doling out of pain.
What,
Like,
what would be some other good Indian style?
so hiding him in a tandoor.
Yeah.
Stay in
Cooking him in a
time
tandoor.
out in the tandoor.
That's good.
That's the brown timeout.
Yeah, that's a good one. What about let's see, something non-food related.
Yeah. Hit him with the textbook they're supposed to study.
Exactly.
That was
That's a big one. That's a big one.
With the unit.
Yeah, one way or another, this is getting in your head.
It's either on or
Yeah.
in.
She's like, let me teach you about osmosis. Bam.
Here's some physics.
Yeah.
Law of reaction and reaction. That's the thing. It's like in her mind, an apple dropped on Newton's head, and he figured out maybe if I put this book on his, something will click.
She just starts throwing apples at his head.
Upgrades to honeydews.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, Indians were the ultimate resourcefuls.
We are.
We're the ultimate resourceful. So we'll take anything and make anything out of it. Right?
Yeah, I mean,
that comes to beatings too.
I'm just waiting for there to be a border clash with Pakistan where they're just hitting each other with chappals. You know what I mean? Just going at it.
That could solve the issue. Take
chappal
Pakistani
duel?
moms, make them beat Indian kids. Take Indian moms, make them beat Pakistani kids. Get a little race tension out of there.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. That's like a nice exchange program for peace. Like, you can
Exchange
beat our
program.
kids.
You can
I'll
beat
be
our
your
kids.
kids.
Be your kids. Right? I'm trying to think of other Indian ass beatings. I mean,
chappal-
the ultimate beating is get away from me.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I
I
don't
never
love
liked
you.
you. Yeah, of course.
I mean, look, real talk. It's always hand is always the first thing, right? And if
sure.
without barring that, it's whatever is closest. Oh,
Yeah.
I got a phone. Let me beat you with the phone. Like that's literally it. Anything that's nearby.
Yeah.
Oh, look, here's a puppy. I'll beat you with the fucking puppy.
Dude, it should be like, wait till your father gets home.
Yeah.
My dad's not coming. He's away on business. Calls the dad, beats him with the phone. Yeah, he's by proxy still beating you.
Oh, dude, I remember I sent you a tweet the other day, which, again, this is maybe the only good reason to ever be on Twitter is this specific tweet. This is from a guy named, you mind if I read it out?
Of course.
Shankaran. Okay, there's a guy named Shankaran,
Yeah,
a South Indian guy, yeah. Amazing. Caps, because why would you not be in all caps? Children of today don't even know that in our days you could be beaten for any of the following reason. Crying too long after being beaten. Not crying after being beaten. Crying without being beaten. That's a great one. Standing where elders are sitting. Sitting while elders are standing. Then I'm like, oh, that's good. Then I see it goes on into a thread. Number 6, walking around aimlessly where elders are seated. That's incredible. That's just being idle.
It's all real.
Yeah,
it's all real.
It's all real.
Yeah.
This is all of it gave me chills. Eating food prepared for visitors. Wow.
Big.
Refusing to eat. Yeah. Coming back home after sunset. Okay. Eating at the neighbor's home. What? Okay.
No, before you come back home.
No. That's
what I'm saying. That is definitely an offense.
Yep. Generally being too moody. Yeah. So having feelings. Generally being too excited, to being too happy.
It's all pure real, by the way.
Losing a fight with an older age mate. Yeah. I don't even know what age mate means there. Winning a fight with your age mate. Okay. It's literally, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Yeah.
You should just say breathing, right? At this point.
Existing, yeah.
Eating too slowly. Eating too quickly.
Fast, yeah.
Eating too much. Not finishing your food. Finishing your food and scraping your plate. Eating and talking. Sleeping while the elders in the house have already woken up. That one for sure.
Big.
It's big. We're on 22 now. Looking at the visitors while they're eating.
Dude, I've gotten beaten once for all of these.
Stumbling and falling when walking. That's 23. 24. Looking at an elder eyeball to eyeball. I like how he says eyeball to eyeball. Like, what is he, a fucking grizzly bear? Okay. 25. When an elder is talking to you and you blink. 26. When an elder is talking to you and you stare and not blink. 27. When you look at an elder through the corner of your eye, side eye. 28. When your mates are playing street football and you join them. 29. When you don't join them. 30, when you don't wash your dish after eating. When you wash your dish improperly is 31. When you almost break your dish. When you break your dish. When you bite your nails. When you don't bathe. When you bathe too quickly. When you bathe too long. When you're beaten in school for misbehaving. When a car almost knocks you down. When a car knocks you down and you don't die. You put an exclamation point on that. That actually happened to him. For not answering when spoken to, for answering back when spoken to, insane. Beaten for going to temple late, for borrowing shoes and wearing shoes from friends. He's like, then he does a little interlude. He's like, some of these reasons for beating a child may appear far-fetched today, but they are sure did happen. And they were from the norm that shaped the adults of today.
I remember this is not some random guy who's got like a billion followers.
He's like, kudos to Indian
This is some
parents.
random dude.
Then the list continues.
Yeah, I saw this.
44, when you don't like the dress chosen by mother.
Yeah.
When you finally select the same dress chosen by her. When you write the same ambiguous answers as suggested by teachers.
Yes.
When you write the correct answer instead of teacher's wrong notes.
See,
it's obedience.
That seems specific.
Yeah. It's like you need total obedience. Beaten when the parents have a fight or there is something between elders in the house. And then number 49, beaten for no reason. As if all the other ones were purely valid reasons. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call the 49 commandments.
Of Indian childhood.
Yeah. This could be the basis of a new religion.
It's unbelievably good.
You know?
I read the whole thing like 50 times.
Yeah, exactly.
And every single one.
Which would be number 50. You're reading this list too many times. Laughing at this list.
51, retweeting this. 52, not retweeting this. 53, calling your mother about this. 54, not following Mango Bay. Dude, I want to do an equal list of like things you could do and not get beat by a white family. You know? Kill somebody. Kill your own mother.
Molest your sister.
Molest your sister. Fuck your own dad. Run over
Kill
your
your
dad.
dad.
Yeah, kill your dad. Fuck your dad. Whisper negative things while fucking
Set
your
your
dad.
house on
Set
fire.
your house on fire. Kill the president. Kill me.
What do white parents beat their kids for? I mean, there's like ethnic whites who are like lower income who beat.
Sure. Well, when white people do beat, it becomes molesty. You know, like they go.
Yeah.
So it's like it gets easy, then we come in the fix, and then back to white.
Yeah.
Because those beatings are like in a cornfield.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, hey, Darlene,
Getting
come over here.
Yeah.
Cornholed in a corn. Let me shuck her real quick. And so they're, white trash. When they, like, the most dangerous beaters in the world are white trash and, like, Bosnians. You know, you get the Islam, you get the Eastern European in there.
Yeah, that's gnarly. Like Chechnyans.
Combine the Chechnya.
Maybe Chechnyans would be the gnarliest.
Like, their beatings is go to the front line.
Yeah, exactly.
Go to the front line, bitch. We're shelling
the
you
front line
too.
is where his mom is. Like, I am the front line, bitch.
Welcome back. Yeah, white Eastern Europeans probably got the weird.
Yeah.
You know, it's the reason why they're all holding the case in every
That's
heist
why
movie.
they're also good at MMA. Like the Chechnyans, like Khabib, Nurmagomedov,
Khabib.
Kazmat, all these guys. It's just
How much of a trip is that when you're like, Larry. Hi, I'm Mohammed Gurgishkan Kirpish Prolos.
This is the guy who's gonna fuck everyone
Oh,
up.
God. Have you seen that fucking movie? The new character, Hasbulla, the little tiny Muslim who, like, legitimately, like, was fighting this Viking-looking dude and winning. This kid was like 5 years old. He's like, nah. And he was
Is
like,
he 5 or does he have like progeria or some shit?
something. He was like,
He's got like progeria.
Does he?
Yeah.
Bro, he just looks old, bro. He's had jowls that look old.
I think Hasbulla.
Well, progeria doesn't mean you don't grow height-wise.
Progeria is when it's that button.
The features are baby-like, but you still grow. He's like still like fucking.
I think he's got a lot of things going on with him. Okay, let's just put it that way.
Worst thing being Islam.
Yeah, progeria. Islam. When you combine the progeria with the Islam, it's a gnarly combination.
And MMA. Jesus Christ, man.
You know, being Eastern European, like whatever, those
beatings.
Those Slavic Muslims are terrifying.
They're for real. Because, dude, you live in a world where Mother Nature's beating you already.
Yeah.
Right? Just constantly just fucking owning you. Yeah.
Yeah, what training? I didn't do training. I I heard it goat for 2 years. 1 year I did badly. This is
Then
my
father
training.
say, kill goat with bare hands. I said, no, father, I love Pushka. Pushka going to die today. And you eat him, bro. Dude, I want to send my mom the list and have her check off. Hey, what do you relate to here?
Yeah.
What did you do to me and what do you think you did? So it's like, give like a checklist of that to every Indian mom, every Bengali mom. Be like, hey, what do you think?
Yeah, exactly. No, they're just going to keep adding to the list, you know, handing out lists.
Giving out this list.
Yes.
Why did you give me this list?
Talking about the beating.
Giving me a list without any pencil.
Yeah.
Do I have a pencil? I can. You know? Oh my God, dude. That's so insane.
It's really good. So some of those are super relatable, though. You know, crying too much after a
I
beating.
would say everything is relatable.
Yeah, every single thing on there is like pretty relatable.
I've gotten the cry too much after beating.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
cry too much.
It's
And then
insane.
if you're not crying, it's like, oh, we didn't do our job, apparently. Time to get back into
So
it.
you're like kind of like wondering, like while you're getting it, like you're calibrating it.
Yeah, that's the real Meisner technique. You know what I mean? Is that's like the real actor's method.
Yeah, the inner
Yeah,
work.
exactly.
Dude, it's just so funny because that guy is so random. I don't know how you found it. I don't know.
I don't even remember how I found it either. But Chankaran, you know, hats off to you, buddy.
You know, because when I saw that, because it seemed like the beginning it seemed like it was normal, and then you see the thread.
Keeps going, dude.
Thread.
Keeps going.
The
It's
thread.
epic. I love this guy, man.
Oh my God. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Whew, that was too much.
It was a lot.
That was too
That
much.
list was so insane. The 49 commandments. I mean, that's incredible.
Are you for real not going to beat your kid?
Listen,
This is
I've
for
thought
real, though,
about
for
this.
real? Think
Listen,
about it. Like, talk for
I've
real.
thought about this. It's like, well, what are the offenses? Are we going to go on this list and choose which things I would beat my kid over? I don't know, man.
Give the list real quick.
Yeah.
Let me see which one I actually like.
I mean, there's stuff on there which is like I couldn't reasonably.
Yes.
Also, let's define beating. You know, we're talking about a spanking, a Western style spanking, or are we talking about the campaigns that we kind of had to grow up, right? When those happened, those were hurricanes. That was Hurricane Nargis, Hurricane Kumkum. Yeah. It was a storm. It was tearing through the house.
Yeah.
You know?
If you saw a video of that, it would look like that palm tree that's getting like fucking battered.
Exactly.
By the wind.
Exactly. You know, or when you see a twister swirling through an area, that's what it was like, right?
Palm trees are the cockroaches of the tree world. You cannot.
You can't take them
You
down.
can't take them down. It's true. It's fucking insane, dude.
Yeah.
So, but I could see you doing a little bit like the back of the head thing.
Back of the head, man.
I can see you
you know,
doing
the thing
a
is,
little
I think a firm slap across the face can be helpful.
I don't think
I don't know if I'd punch. And look, here's the other thing we need to consider. Here's the other thing we need to consider. As the dads, we're not the ones to do the beatings.
Right.
That's a maternal job.
Sure.
You know?
So will you need your wife to do some beatings? I mean, it's definitely a question that begs asking.
Right.
Because I've seen some kids at this point in my life. I'll teach some kids math.
And you want to beat them.
And it's not even like they're being annoying. I'm like, what's division? They're like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Listen, I don't have kids yet, so I can't say, but I can tell you right now, I do want to beat other people's kids sometimes. You know? When they're like, Mommy, I want sushi. I'm like,
used to date some people where they had kids, and then you're telling me stories of these kids. Like,
I mean, I've dated a couple people, different people who've had kids,
right.
and I mean, it's like, listen, it's tough being a parent.
Yeah,
it's tough being a parent in Brooklyn. I guess it's like there's a specific thing about Brooklyn kids. You know?
Here's the thing: it's like, dude, if you hit somebody that so obviously can't win the fight, there's something there, emotionally.
Yes.
If you're like looking at a kid, and you're like, ugh,
yeah,
that's kind of insane.
I know.
It's kind of insane.
I know, dude. I know. These kids are, I mean, listen, they're kids who
but then the kid's like, I want yogurt for lunch.
I know, exactly. Like, you bitch.
You bitch.
Like, shut up, Mommy.
Shut up, you slut.
Mommy, shut up.
Hey, slut.
And I've had to just be like, yo, chill. That's your mom. You can't really talk to her like that, you know?
And then it turns to you.
Well, they turn to me, but you know what? They like me because I'm like a dude. I'm a guy's guy, you know. And they don't.
You look like you could end their lives.
Oh, that's also true. But I'm like a fun guy. I give them a lot of joy. So they're like, not you, Pranav. And
You're
I'm
not
like,
a whore.
listen, yeah,
you're an independent woman.
Yeah,
who loves herself.
You're the best.
You're a whore though. You work on street corners. You fuck only if you want to.
You've got these little Taliban-ass kids, though, who like out there enforcing extreme Sharia justice on their parents.
Bro, you want to get a new crop of suicide bombers? Just say your mom won't allow you to have Yu-Gi-Oh cards that day or something, and she'll be like, strap me up! Strap me up!
Dude, I don't know if I would beat my kids. I don't think I would, and for the purposes of this recording, no, I would never beat my kids. But I don't know. I think there needs to be some level of discipline and punishment.
Sure.
Right? I don't know if it has to always be corporal punishment. Right.
Listen, is branding beating? I don't think it's technically beating. It's more of like a heat-based thing.
He's a hipster now. He's got a tattoo.
It's fun.
I think, look, spanking, I don't like hitting kids on the butt. That's weird.
That's something
to
weird.
me, if you hit, you slap him in the face.
Right. Because then the chance that the butt slap would have that nice crack to it. When you slap a butt really when no one doesn't get hot.
And then these kids are going to be misbehaving because they want to get slapped in the butt even more. Like, Mommy, I did a bad thing again.
And one day you're going to miss-aim the butt slap.
Exactly.
Next thing you know,
you're gonna go in
party
the hole.
on.
Exactly.
Wayne's World, party time. Right?
Now do my front, Mommy. Do my front. Like, I don't know, man. This is a whole thing about getting beaten and all that. It's like, in America, it's like there's no time for it, right? There's no, it's unacceptable under all conditions.
Sure. They had a whole show about this. Remember this? White people made a whole show about they're at a party, white guy slapped someone else's kid, and the whole show was called The Slap on NBC.
Oh,
remember this?
No.
It was the guy Siler from Heroes was headlining it, and it was like this one season thing, miniseries, so serious Lifetime couldn't even take it, and it was called The Slap. And basically the premise of the show is that there's a party, backyard party, right? And like this one kid's getting fresh, I don't want the jump house. So one of the other dads of a different kid just does a little bop. And then you could see like the slow-mo of the white lady go like, NBC, The Slap. Bro, this is a real thing.
Look, if that was on ZTV, it'd be called The Slaps. And it'd be a game show that revolves around slapping your kids.
Who wants to be an abuser?
Yeah, exactly. Who wants to beat my kid in air? Kid swap. Just slapping around kids.
Regis Philbin, who for sure beat his kids. Yeah. Who looks like he got beat by Indian aunties all day.
Definitely.
Am I going to beat you? Yes or yes? Dun, 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 dun,
listen,
dun,
do you think you're going to beat your kids?
I would not. I would tune into that fucking game show every day.
Yeah.
So it's a fascination with me.
Yeah.
It's a fascination.
I mean, it's tough. My brother doesn't beat his kids. And
Interesting.
I'm like...
Do you think they should have? They're good kids.
The two younger ones, look, obviously I love them. They're like my favorite humans, all four of his kids I adore.
But
sometimes, though, listen, the kid gets out of pocket, starts screaming a little. I get a little twitchy. I'm like, oh, What?
And you can't beat your brother's kid. That's
No, you
not,
can't beat.
That's not the vibe.
No, well, not anymore. In India, for sure. I got slapped here and there by some uncles.
India, there's a tag
I got
team.
fed mirches and all that, punished by some uncles. That's considered like part of a bonding experience too.
I remember getting
because they're being your parents a little bit.
Right. There's high fives all around. Lifelong friendships are created between uncles.
Yes.
From a kid beating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I like your swing.
Yeah.
I like your swing, buddy. I used to be
Where you been working out?
Where you working out?
Training somewhere? What are you doing? It's all diet, man. It's all diet. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah. Their Planet Fitness, happiness-free zone. Happiness-free zone. I remember being at the bazaar, like open air bazaars in Bangladesh, and I'm not even being that bad, bro. This is like fucking, 15 years ago, 16 years ago. I'm just hanging out, maybe like 20 years ago. And I'm just like running around like the fruits.
Yeah.
Just really enjoying myself, right?
Yeah.
'Cause it was so titillating to me that there was no like end to the wall. This guy was in the middle of a dirt field selling it. I was allowed that. I can go behind this merchant. So I'm like doing this fucking, run around the Rosie, run around the melons. I get around on my third revolve. The merchant just goes like, whoosh, stops me. My body just crashes into his elbow.
He elbowed you. He went Muay Thai on you.
He went fucking headlock suplex. Put my head in the melons. Came up for air.
Yeah.
And it was my dad laughed. This is Buster Keaton.
Yeah.
This is our Buster Keaton. I love this one. Slapstick. And it's such an insane thing because it's so normalized, right? My dad was like, good. We're like bowling pins and they're just throwing fucking bowling balls at us and it's like a good time, right? Meanwhile, the slap on NBC.
The slap on NBC. Yeah.
I won't be my kids. I'm not going to be my kids. Any last words about beating and corporal punishment?
I think that about covers it for today. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We did it. We got to get going though. We love you guys. Remember to subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, write us a review, subscribe to our Patreon. We love you guys. Thank you.
Dish him.
Dish him.
Dish him.
Your mango bed.